guys, welcome back. Day 2 here with NETGEAR at CES 2020.
Welcome, Dustin.
Hey, glad to be back.
Yeah.
What did I miss these last couple of days aside from my flight?
So a lot of cool stuff. So CES, it's all about new trends, what's going to happen in 2020, probably this new decade. And so we covered quite a bit, actually. But one of the hot topics was 5G. Of course, that's across everything, and NETGEAR is pioneering, and we're here partnering with all the cellular companies. That's pretty cool. Wi-Fi 6. So you talked about Wi-Fi 6 yesterday, actually.
Yep, Wi-Fi 6, it's here. It's the new trend. It's going to be, supporting the smart homes of the future, making sure that we're all connected, because we know that poor Wi-Fi, people get upset because we always want to just be consuming content.
Oh, definitely. And so later on in the show, we'll also have David Henry, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about Wi-Fi 6, Orbi, and a few other things too. So you did a pretty good job of kind of walking us through the product. So that's pretty cool, and we'll have David Henry do it as well. What are some cool things that you guys are seeing across CES 2020?
I mean, everything. Smart homes, just some weird gadgets. I think those are the most interesting, right?
Yeah.
You find
Cars that look like spaceships.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Well, somebody was looking up something about Uber jets or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
they had the flying taxi.
Yeah, that's
Uber and Hyundai. They have some sort of partnership.
Yeah, that's
don't
cool.
know.
And Sony, they announced that they're going to have a self-driving car as well. It looks pretty cool, so I definitely want to get one of those. That's going to be pretty cool.
you're brave.
Yeah. I don't know. It's going to feel weird jumping into a car made by Sony. It's just like, I don't know.
Yeah, it definitely seems like there are a lot of manufacturers that are kind of branching out beyond their bread and butter, trying to find new innovations, new ways to tap into new markets and things like that. So,
If you want to be scared in a car, we can go for a ride.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't trust Allison driving.
Nope.
No, actually, she's a pretty good driver. You have a big car. How many seats are in there? 10?
7?
Oh, geez. Also, so a smart hub or a smart grill. That's interesting. You get notifications on your phone whenever your steak's done, or you can see pictures. It's kind of cool.
you'd be the coolest, techiest guy on the block.
Yeah, there you go.
All the friends.
It probably still won't make me a better cook, but we'll try it.
Can't even boil water.
Yep. What's up? One of the things that we saw, so we talked yesterday about Pro AV, and there is a bezel-less new TV that's going to be introduced from Samsung. And that's going to be really cool, upwards of $10K. So it's a nice little price, but that's going to make Pro AV, and I think it's going to change a lot of the industry.
Right. No more, just the segmentation and annoying frames.
Yeah.
So, really cool.
Yeah, good stuff. All right, so Allison, what do we have up next?
We're going to go bring it over to Phil, and he's going to tell us a little bit more about Meural this year.
Hello, everyone. Today we're joined by Phil Pio, VP of Product Marketing, to talk a little bit about NETGEAR, Connected Home, and also Meural.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Thanks. It's great to be here.
Yeah, pleasure to have you. So CES, this is not your first time. I interviewed you last year, but how many years have you gone to CES?
CES. So CES 2020, this has probably been my 20th year at CES, 14 with NETGEAR.
Oh yeah, sounds
Yeah.
good. So every year CES publishes the top trends of what's going on, what's hot, what's cool. And you're kind of what you've been reading. What are you excited about for CES?
Well, here, with NETGEAR, I'm excited about the new technologies we're showing here and Wi-Fi 6. The world is running on the internet, and mostly a lot by Wi-Fi. And pretty much we've got those Wi-Fi connections completely covered with new Wi-Fi 6, which is really exciting for us. So that's a big thing for us here, as well as 5G. We've been talking about 5G for a couple years now, but it's also coming out, and we have some 5G products here. So pretty much the wireless ways you connect to the internet, we've got it covered with NETGEAR. It's pretty exciting. I'm excited to see how these technologies are proliferating other categories here at CES. So I'll be going around the floor checking out how the Internet of Things, and from security to business applications to all the consumer things we love to do with Wi-Fi and 5G.
That's awesome. Yeah, and it's great to see that NETGEAR is really the foundation of connectivity. When it comes to all those things, smart home devices, 5G, whatever it is, it's pretty nice in terms of bringing that experience on into the home or to your business. And speaking of which, Meural, which we wanted to talk about, is very exciting. So we're displaying here at CES our Meural Canvas 2. But if you can talk to us a little bit about Meural and what such a great product it is.
Yeah, so September of last year we announced our Meural Canvas 2, and it's been launching worldwide. Since then we've launched Game of Thrones content and Marvel content, which has been really exciting. So it's fun to see them, finally rolling out into the marketplace, seeing it, people be picking it up, and also getting more reviews on it. I'm excited to show it off here as well as And we've been focusing a lot about photography too. We know all the new smartphones have fantastic capabilities with photos, and we know more than 50% of the Meural owners use it to upload their own photos.
Wow, cool.
So, you know, we want to see more people doing that, and we're making it easier and easier to do that. So here at CES, we'll be demoing new features on how folks can upload smartphone photos easily, almost seamlessly to our Meural canvases.
Oh, that's awesome. And you can also create playlists too, right? So all your photos you can organize similar to how you might have them organized on your desktop or your phone. You can create playlists too, right?
Yeah, you can play playlists or kind of copy over albums the way you organize photos on your smartphone. And yeah, they'll play in the exact same order that you arrange them on the Meural canvas at home. And you know, the canvas is smart, so it knows what orientation it is. So all the landscape photos will also show landscape, or if you have a mixture of landscape and portrait, it will only show it in the orientation that the frame is. And so it's a really convenient way. And you know, the photography is just beautiful these days, and it's so much easier with your smartphone. So it's a great way to show off pictures and with your family and friends. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. You mentioned partnerships, so Marvel and Game of Thrones, and I think what's great about those two partnerships is we're not only showing just existing images that are out there on the internet, but they're actually rendered specifically for Meural. And there's also some behind the scenes and some other things that you might not find elsewhere, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a little bit of something for everybody. You know, like with Marvel, we've got Spider-Man through the ages. You can see how Spider-Man has been drawn and created over the ages. Yep. We have a playlist on that. We also have covers and other things coming out. So, and it's our, you know, the job of our curation team to bring out more and more content for members and for purchase. So it's a really fun way to experience all your favorite Marvel characters.
Yeah, that's awesome. That sounds good. So, what is your favorite color? So it comes in a few different colors. If you had to pick one, what's your favorite?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what's most popular. Popular is black, our black frame.
Oh, really?
And but you know, I like the wood versions.
Right.
Yeah, the dark wood versions that are all nice. But you know, we have four. We have black, white, and light wood and dark wood. So all of them look beautiful. A really great way to you know, put it on home decor and make it match what you've got at home. So
definitely, yeah, really bring that art to life no matter where you put it in your home, which is pretty cool. So what's up next for Meural?
Yeah, so like I said, we're focusing a lot on personal photography, making it much easier to get these photos up live on the canvas. They're really beautiful. We actually think it's actually a perfect smartphone accessory, you know, like an iPhone 11 Plus or Pro. You know, the photography it takes and all the light conditions and all the different effects, we think it just looks beautiful on a Meural. And, you know, just share those family photos with the family at home as soon as you take them. Pretty much.
Yeah, and I think that's really cool because you could be traveling somewhere, you have the Meural at home, share it with your family, they can almost experience that with you.
Exactly.
And then with the existing content, you can really learn, so it can become an educational tool of, you know, what is certain pieces from Van Gogh versus other types of art, which I think is great.
Yeah, I mean, over 30,000
wow.
You know, pieces of visual arts you can see on Meural. Always something new to discover, and there's so many different ways to discover too, awesome. Whether it's by museum or by artist or by color tone. If you're interested in, hey, you know, it's Christmas season, I want to have more fall colors in my home, or spring, you want more spring type themes. You can find art and visual arts in all these different ways, and so it really can get into your home, match your home decor any way you like. And then, of course, we have seasonal things. You know, it's just the holiday season, so there's holiday seasonal type of playlists that you can put up. And then, of course, like you're saying, every one of those things you can see and discover about who was the artist, a little bit about the piece, when was it done. So it's a constant kind of adventure of discovery.
Yeah, that's cool. A little bit of something for everybody.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, great stuff. Well, thanks a lot for spending the time with us. For everybody back at home, stay tuned because we will have a product expert session with Ben Poole, and he'll actually be showing Meural in real life.
Thanks for that, Phil. Now we're going to take it over to a Meural commercial, and then we'll touch on more with Ben.
Meural isn't art for art's sake. It's art for your sake. Art for every emotion. Art for inspiration. Art for exploration and interesting conversation. Meural is art for ever-changing tastes. and those certain moments worth framing. It's over 30,000 iconic pieces in a beautifully crafted wooden frame for you to fall in love with again and again. See for yourself at Meural.com.
All right, we got a pretty good overview of Meural with Phil, but now I wanted to bring this to life with our product expert, Ben Poole. So Ben, tell us a little bit about Meural and show it off.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris. So this is Meural in all of its glory. This is a light wood frame variant in 27 inches of the diagonal length. And as you can see, we're already playing some artwork here. It's really awesome. And you can even check out some of the information about the artwork itself. So pretty cool for those that want to learn a lot more about artwork.
Yeah, that's really cool. And one of the things that you did mention was you can view our library of 30,000 worth of art content, but you can also upload your own content too. So whether you're a photographer, aspiring photographer, or just like to take photos, you can upload them in real time, set your own playlists, and have them shuffle in between. So that's really cool too.
Yep. Great for the holidays, good for pets, kids, things like that. Works in really any space, whether it's an apartment, a suburban home, even your own personal office, it works.
Yep. And one last thing, so what colors does it come in?
Light wood, dark wood, black and white.
Nice.
And you know, we're NETGEAR, we love to innovate, so we'll have many more different types of styles in the future.
Yeah, great. Well, thanks a lot, Ben, for giving us an overview of Meural. All right, thanks, Ben. So you also got a chance to check out the NETGEAR showroom and talk to the product marketing managers. What did you guys cover?
Well, really everything. We have Meural, Wi-Fi 6, 5G, all this great information. Being the product expert, it's my duty to really learn a lot more, so we just learned everything we could about these products. So check it out.
Cool.
Hey everyone, welcome back to CES 2020 at the NETGEAR showroom floor. I'm Ben, your product expert, and I'm joined by Garrett, who is our expert when it comes to Meural. So welcome. Tell us all about Meural.
Yeah, so Meural right here, what we have on display is our 27-inch frame with the black outside as well. And what we have for Meural is pretty much the best way to display your art as well as discovering new art with the Meural marketplace. So what we have in the screen is a true art technology that helps show off the images and the artwork to the best of its ability. We have an IPS matte display as well that really kind of emphasizes the best points of an image instead of an LCD panel. As you can see, there's also gesture control as well. Kind of gestures to the left and right to change the current image that's on the display. You can also gesture up if you have a photo or you have a piece of artwork to look at some more information, a data card behind the image to get some more information behind it. And then there's also some basic setting displays as well. If you gesture down, you can adjust your Wi-Fi, look at the canvas details and such. But we also have that controlled via the app as well and the remote settings.
So basically, this is a really good piece of equipment to have in your home if you love art, if you're a photographer, if you have kids, you can put pictures of your kids on this device as well. I mean, it looks really natural just in any kind of home.
Yeah,
so it's really
absolutely.
Cool.
So not only are we able to display just like artworks and famous photography that we have in our marketplace, but you can upload your own photos and your own images so you can create your own content for the playlist.
Very cool.
You also play animated photos as well, small GIF files, so pretty much endless possibilities for content creation. Want to talk a little bit about some of our partners that we have here. We're very excited that we have signed some recent deals with Game of Thrones and Marvel. So, you know, if you have photography and art scheduled one day, and then you have a Marvel night the other day, you can go ahead and just switch over and you can have pretty much Spider-Man or all the Avengers movie posters on display just like that. You don't have to be switching off, you know, photos on your wall or kind of taking up a bunch of wall space with different things. It's all in one place and easily changeable as well with your the Meural canvas.
That's really cool. I could sit here all day playing with one of these. Yeah. So, right on. Cool. Do you want to talk about the Meural app and really how it works with this product?
Yeah, of course. So if you want to come over to me with here. So pretty much as soon as you open the Meural app, you'll be greeted with the Meural marketplace. So it's kind of like, you know, an Instagram feed or something. This is a place where we can help users discover new art. So as we're kind of scrolling through here, you can kind of see the new featured works of the day. You could like the photo, you can go ahead and take a look at what's in each playlist that's curated by your content curation team. You can send that immediately to your canvas display on your Meural. There's also a section for Explore where you can go ahead and search for specific artists. Obviously we have our Marvel partner right here that you can go ahead and browse through. You can take a look at some of the exclusive works that we have here. You're not going to see a lot of these images at all on Google. They're exclusive to the Meural platform. And all of these images are optimized specifically for our Meural canvases as well. So it's going to be best displayed on our canvases alone.
So what kind of artists do we work with to fill up this portfolio?
Yeah, so we have a lot of artists that are going to be both museum works, and we have individual artists as well. We work with a lot of photography agencies to get some of this personal artwork, and whatever artwork that you do happen to have as a member, or if you were to purchase premium artwork on our membership, 60% of that goes back to the artists as well. So we are kind of looking to support our local artists as well, as not just the business platform.
Awesome. So there's around 30,000 works of art and more, and growing, right?
Yeah.
Everyone wants to get on this platform. It's a great way to get exposure and just show off your work, right?
Yeah, it's always growing, and what we're seeing too with our new partners is we have an increased conversion rate as well with our membership. So we're looking already at adding some new partners and definitely some more content for our Meural members. So it's definitely something that we're looking at to expand upon. Also with the My Studio option, you can go ahead and upload and kind of manage all of your playlists that you have in your Meural library. So it's easy to kind of access. You can either gesture control to change your playlist, but managing in the app is super fast, and pretty much with a tap you can change from Spider-Man to Game of Thrones to Meural artwork just at a tap. And then we have a remote manager as well, where we have the ambient light sensor at the top of our Meural canvases hidden behind the matte display. But if you want to just change the brightness like quickly, you can just adjust it here. You can also turn it off really quick to kind of put it on sleep mode. Change your imagery with these gesture controls, kind of see what playlists that you have going on as well. So a whole suite of functions that you have to control your
So
canvas.
I don't even have to leave the couch if I want to change my images, right?
No, we just want to make it easier for the user.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, awesome. Thanks, Garrett. I really appreciate the walkthrough. So Meural, really cool device to have in your home. Great gifting option for the art enthusiasts or photography enthusiasts that you know. So really appreciate your time, Garrett. Thank you very much.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Ben.
Hey everyone, welcome back to CES 2020 on the NETGEAR Showroom floor. I'm joined by Arun today to talk about new Wi-Fi 6 products. So let's get started. What do we have here?
So this is the latest in the Wi-Fi 6 segment, which is Orbi whole home Wi-Fi 6 mesh system. Basically we introduced the Orbi mesh system like 3 years ago with the 11AC products. Now we are actually getting the latest revolution in Wi-Fi, which is Wi-Fi 6, and bringing in the new Orbi Wi-Fi 6 into the market. What actually it is about is like a multi-node system, which will be helpful for your whole home Wi-Fi coverage. So you have your router and your satellite that goes and helps you to get up to 6,000 square feet of coverage. Or rather, maybe depending upon the home, you can actually add more satellites to get more coverage.
Right, so for larger families, multi-story living areas and things like that, could you even utilize this in a business situation, like for like small business, home businesses as well?
Yeah, that's actually an opportunity as well, because it has multiple Ethernet ports that you can actually have wired devices connected to it. There's a multi-gig port that's available on the router, so you can actually have more connections into it if you have the 2.5G. So this is actually capable of doing Wi-Fi 6, and that's actually the latest revolution in Wi-Fi. The biggest advantage of having Wi-Fi 6 is being able to have 4 times more connection capacity. So what means that once you bring more and more smart home devices into your house, your cameras, your door locks, your lights, all of these devices are going to compete with Wi-Fi.
Right.
How do you ensure that each of them get their fair share of bandwidth without actually congesting the entire network?
So basically the older technologies like Wi-Fi 5 or 802.11ac can't support the growing smart homes anymore, right?
That's right.
So Wi-Fi 6 is here to help and make sure that our connections can stay up and running at all times.
Yes, it's actually going to be much more efficient. So your cell phone devices, which are power-hungry devices, right? They are also going to save more power by actually going into Wi-Fi 6. And you look at it, the latest Samsung Galaxy devices, the latest iPhones, latest tablets and laptops, all of them are embracing Wi-Fi 6 much faster than what we have seen in the past. So there's a huge market potential, and people are already migrating into it. So the ecosystem is already building up. So we are actually bringing in the best in technology. Now what is great about Orbi has been the tri-band. What tri-band is actually a super highway, which is between the router and satellite, which is not used for any other data traffic. The devices themselves have a separate bands. There's a 2.4 gig for the slower devices. There's a 5 gig for the faster devices, but they are actually not getting interfered by when the Orbi is operating in the normal phase.
So basically the tri-band allows you to get data in and out of your home network as fast as possible.
That's right. It's like a super fast highway, which is actually between these two devices. And it's more than a gig speed. So in this case, this is probably close to 2.4 gig speed. and you have the other bands, which is each of them is 2.4 and one is a 1.2. So overall, it's actually a 6 gigabits per second that you can actually pass through each of the nodes.
Awesome. So everyone can utilize this in their home. They have new technology, new smart home devices. You'll be connected. Your happy, your family's going to be happy, right? No one's going to be losing a connection on their laptop or tablet or anything. So really cool stuff. Thanks, Arun. Really appreciate it.
No problem. And I just want to add a final note that this setting up the Orbi is a breeze. You have the Orbi app, which you can actually get online within minutes. You don't need to do a lot of sophistication on the network, and you can actually get a single SSID network or a single network that you can use for all the devices.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
Hi everyone, welcome back to CES 2020 at the NETGEAR Showroom floor. I'm Ben, your NETGEAR product expert, and I'm joined by Luke from NetDuma. So I am the product expert, but I'd like to get your take on what is Nighthawk Programming, what is NetDuma, what are all these cool routers behind us?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Ben. So we launched Nighthawk Programming 2 years ago. The idea was bringing the best hardware in the business from NETGEAR and our software with the best software in the business. And the core focus was delivering the best connection experience for gamers using really intelligent software on the router. And since we launched it 2 years ago, it's obviously a great line, doing really well. And what we're launching today at CES and announcing at CES is 11 new features we're bringing to the Nighthawk Pro Gaming range. They're all focused on giving you more control and more insight over your experience and over your connection.
Right, and why is this software really important for a gamer?
Well, when you play online, there's a lot of things that aren't in your control. So obviously how you play is in your control, but your connection is very little control. You could, for example, be playing on servers very far away from your home. That means you get a very high ping, which is a poor connection. You could say, for example, have people using your connection at the same time. So say you have a limited bandwidth and you want to play games, but someone wants to watch Netflix or someone wants to download a lot of files. Again, that's going to put a lot of pressure on your connection and your gaming performance. So if you put something really smart on your router that can take control of these things, you can get a much better connection experience.
Right, so if you have that roommate who's always downloading and watching Netflix, this is a great way to kind of just control how much bandwidth he gets so it doesn't disrupt your game.
Exactly, and that's one new feature we're bringing to the Nighthawk Pro Gaming range, is instead of just picking the devices you want to have the most bandwidth, you can now pick the types of traffic you have the most bandwidth. So I could say, gaming is going to get this much bandwidth, and it will always get it no matter what happens.
Wow.
And then Netflix, you can have this much so you get enough performance, but you don't take so much that I can no longer play games properly.
That's awesome. So this is really built for gamers by gamers, right?
That's right, yeah. Everyone in the company is a gamer. We're all gamers from ever since we were kids. So.
Yeah. What game are you playing right now?
Mostly PUBG. PUBG. How about yourself?
Right now, I'm playing a lot of Counter-Strike, Dota 2, and all that fun stuff. So heart rate, heart levels, blood pressure going up.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing about the Nighthawk Pro Gaming range. It's not for a game or certain games. It's for any game where connection matters, which is any online game really.
Right, and it'll work with PC, Xbox,
That's
PlayStation.
the thing. We detect all gaming traffic. So whether you're playing CS:GO, like all these games you mentioned, they're all automatically detected by the router. All console traffic's automatically detected as well. And once we have that knowledge, we then do really intelligent stuff to get you the best connection.
Will it make me a better gamer?
That's up to you, Ben. But it will definitely reduce the number of excuses you have for being bad. That's what it'll do.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Luke, for that. It's really cool. So check out. We got some great features. We have a whole line of new products. So really appreciate your time.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Ben.
Thanks. Hey everyone, welcome back to CES 2020 on the NETGEAR Showroom floor. I'm Ben, your product expert. I'm joined by Arun to talk about some really cool new products. So Arun, welcome.
Hey guys.
Tell me about what we have here.
So these are our latest in-class Wi-Fi mesh extenders that we are introducing at this time. NETGEAR has been the pioneer in introducing more networking segments, and several years ago we introduced the segment called extenders, which is actually something that goes with your existing Wi-Fi to be able to extend the network. And 3 years ago we actually went a step further to be able to make the extenders as mesh networks. What that does is it actually takes in the Wi-Fi that you already have with the same network name and password and then puts it everywhere so that you get seamless roaming and be able to continue the streaming without any interruptions.
Very cool.
So now what we have done is actually taken much more step to be able to get the fastest and the best in capacity. Everything about Wi-Fi 6 is about capacity. How do you ensure that your smart home is ready for your newer devices like your cameras, your security cameras, your TVs, the 8K ones, or your lights that you bring in, or coffee machines, or your Alexas and those kind of things, right? So as you bring in more and more devices, your network is going to be compromised and congested, and that's where Wi-Fi 6 is the solution for you. It is much more efficient in using the bandwidth that you pay for, and it's also going to help you make it faster.
Right, so you get the speed you pay for, all your devices are connected, you get it everywhere. So can I use this with my existing router?
Oh yeah, totally. So this works with all the routers. It works with your gateways that's provided by the ISP. So imagine that if you cannot rip off your existing gateway, or you have just now bought a recent router, but maybe you moved your house, or you actually brought a new device in your bedroom, like a Black Friday sale. You got a new TV. How do you ensure that the connectivity doesn't suffer? That's when you actually go to this mesh extension.
Awesome. So a lot of different flexibility. You have a smaller form factor here that you can pair up to your system, and we have, this is the big boy
This is
right
a big
here.
one. This is the fastest. This is an AX6000, which is capable up to 6 gigabits per second. You don't need faster than that. Come on. And this is the 1.8 gigabits per second, the EX20, and that's the EX80.
Awesome. So get better Wi-Fi all throughout your house, and you should be good with Wi-Fi 6. So
Absolutely.
Thanks, Arun. Appreciate
it's exciting times ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, welcome back to CES 2020 on the NETGEAR showroom floor. I'm Ben, the product expert, and I'm joined by Heijo, our product manager for NETGEAR services. So Heijo, welcome. How's it going?
Good.
Awesome.
How are you?
Pretty good. So I want to learn more about NETGEAR Armor and all their great features. So can you just run us through what NETGEAR Armor is?
Sure. So NETGEAR Armor protects all the devices that are connected to our router. As you can see here, we have about 13 devices connected to our router. We automatically activate Armor upon installation of your device, so you don't have to do any work. Once you install Armor, all your device connected to your router is fully protected. Last year we added cybersecurity score, which to help you understand how well protected you are at home. And also we added security recommendations, so you could take some actions to improve your security score.
So does this protect just like your laptops and tablets and PCs, or does it go beyond that?
It goes beyond that. It'll protect your smart TVs as well as your security cameras to your Xboxes.
Right, because that's really important nowadays, because a lot of people are trying to hack your IP cameras and into your phones. And the old model used to be you used to have one license per device, right? So my PC was the only thing that was connected on my network. But this protects everything, and that's really cool.
Yeah, I could show you one of which we have hard drive connected to our router. We detected there is a vulnerability. It's telling you that you have a weak password, so we're teaching you how to update the password on your hard drive, so you're better protected.
Cool. Very cool. So what are some of the new features? I know you mentioned the security score and things like that. What's really new?
Yeah, so for example, we have some security recommendations for you where you could simply update some of the configuration to better protect your network. So one of which is firmware update. You could easily update your firmware by clicking a button. It'll start updating your router. This will just take a few seconds.
That's helpful, because I can't remember the last time I had to update my router.
Right, and now your security score went up. So we're trying to teach you how to better protect your home network.
Awesome. Awesome. Really cool stuff. Well, thanks, Heijo. I appreciate the walkthrough. Very cool stuff. Remember, everyone's security of your network is super important. Your identity, your banking information, and all your data. So thank you. Hey everyone, welcome back to CES 2020 on the NETGEAR showroom floor. I'm Ben, your product expert, and I'm joined by Arun, who's our expert when it comes to Wi-Fi 6 and mesh systems. So welcome, Arun. What do we have right here?
So this is the latest in Wi-Fi 6 that we are introducing. This is a Nighthawk Mesh Wi-Fi 6 system. This is a blend of bringing in what Nighthawk has to offer and also what mesh networking has to offer in Wi-Fi 6. Quite briefly, what mesh is actually about. For homes that are actually bigger, you may not be able to get the entire coverage for the home with just one single router. Hell, it might be also the case that the router is sitting in one corner of the house, so you might have to add additional units. So that's where a mesh system is really helping you to get the whole home coverage, because you can have the router in one place and the satellites to add on to get the additional coverage that you need.
So how much coverage can you get with a 3-pack?
So the 3-pack is actually getting a coverage of 4,500 square feet, and a 2-pack can get 3,000 square feet.
Very cool.
And you can add more satellites as you need, depending upon the configuration of the house and where you want it.
Cool. So what is Wi-Fi 6?
Yeah, so Wi-Fi 6 is actually the mainstream Wi-Fi technology. Just like you had the 11N and 802.11ac or 11ac in its pure form, we actually migrated from that to Wi-Fi 6. Wi-Fi 6 is also known as 11ax for the geeks, but basically what 11ax has to offer, or Wi-Fi 6 has to offer, is being able to improve the capacity of the smart home. As you bring in more devices, your smart locks, your smart TVs, and your 4K TVs, and your lights and everything that has to compete for bandwidth, you actually need to be able to increase the capacity of the smart home. That's all Wi-Fi 6 is about.
Got it. So this is perfect for families, for multi-story homes, lots of devices on their network, because we know when your network goes down, the kids start yelling, why is the network down? Tears families apart, right?
Yes.
So this is actually saving your family by having good Wi-Fi throughout your home, right?
Absolutely, yeah. In terms of applications like the streaming and gaming kind of thing, multifamily homes, they definitely would actually appreciate having a mesh network rather than a single network. And it's also on Wi-Fi 6, so it's like future-proofing. The latest gadgets like your latest iPhones, your Samsung Galaxy Tab, phones and tablets, and all the latest laptops are all supporting Wi-Fi 6. Why is it important? Because it's also helping you in power saving your devices, so your phones don't have to go back into the network every now and then to check.
Got it. So basically what it boils down to is that we have a mesh system for whole home coverage. You have Wi-Fi 6, the latest technology to keep all your devices connected. And it's got the Nighthawk premium hardware inside of it, right?
Yes. So Nighthawk actually stands for, the high end of performance and protection and privacy. So we have built all of that into this one, and it actually looks really nice when it sits next to your furniture or your countertop in your kitchen. So we have made the design with the concept in mind that you need to be able to place the Nighthawk wherever you want to.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Varun. I really appreciate it. Really cool product. Everyone should check this out. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, thanks, Ben. So that was a pretty good walkthrough of our NETGEAR showroom. We get to exclusively see all of our new products, talk to the product line manager. That's always a lot of fun. Thanks for doing that. Hey, so Dustin, first night here, ready to go have some fun?
Oh, definitely, definitely. I think we're going to the CNET party tonight, right, at Dre's?
Yeah, that's our annual CNET party. It's always a lot of fun. We're going to see Janelle Monáe. Last year we saw Run DMC.
Run DMC, it was a hell of a time, man.
Yep. Oh yeah, we were front row. Me and Dustin singing the whole time. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I think you were starting to pop lock a little bit too.
I've
seen you there. Yeah.
Yeah, we might get a little bit of that this year if you're lucky.
Oh yeah,
I don't know. We'll see.
So.
All right, so we covered connected home. What do we got next?
So tomorrow we'll be going over our SMB line. So Pro AV, PoE, and the award-winning Insight.
Yeah, I actually am really excited for Pro AV. I think it's going to take the industry by storm, not just for businesses, for cloud gaming, all that good stuff. So really, really excited to bring it to everybody back at home.
We're also going to be taking a walk and pushing through the crowds here at CES to check out the Beta pop-up store as well as the Beta Roadshow. They've been driving a truck all throughout the nation, and their final destination is here in Las Vegas. So a lot of really cool new technology and cool products. We'll play around with some things and just really check it out.
Yeah, that's going to be amazing. All right, make sure to follow us on all of our social channels, and then also follow our hashtag, NETGEAR CES 2020. Stay tuned for more coverage.